How's it going, everybody? Driver53 here, and today we're going to go over the age-old question of lease versus buy here for Farming Simulator 22. And I had this question myself because I've got some series that I'm going to start working on, and I kind of needed to know which way I was going to go so I know how much money to do and storylines and things like that. And I just got to ask you guys, what are you thinking you're going to do? Go ahead, drop it down in the comments. Let me know which strategy you're going to use. And if you're interested in any of the future series videos that I'm going to do, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. So to help me figure out which strategy I was going to use, I went ahead and got all of this equipment right here. Now we've got a harvester, we've got a header trailer, because now that's a thing in Farming Simulator 22. We've got a simple tractor over there with about 175 horsepower. We have a weight, we have a fertilizer spreader, we have a seeder, we have a trailer, and we have a cultivator. This is like the bare minimum. Now these aren't the exact pieces that I would start with, I don't think, but they are really good representation of the equipment that I would need to get through 12 months. So to start with, what I did is I purchased all of this equipment, and the total came out to $501,650. And I'm like, that's not bad. You know, if I start on Farm Manager, that's like a third of my money. Now, I've still got, $1 million that I can purchase some land, put down a house, maybe a couple buildings, things like that. And I was like, okay, that's a pretty good strategy. But then I was like, what if I lease some stuff? Could I maybe get a little bit more expensive equipment? So then I leased every bit of equipment here that you see also. And leasing equipment got a little bit trickier, not because of the process, but because you don't know the value of it until you actually click on the lease button. And this is what I mean about this screen. You don't have anywhere on here that lists the lease price. So you can see down there in the corner that it says the total price is $267,500, but you actually have to click on lease before you can see the price. So it's really interesting. And one thing that I don't see here is also a daily value or an hourly value. We had that in Farming Simulator 19, so I don't know if that still exists or not. So once I leased all of this, the total came up to $30,600. And I was like, man, that's really good. That's maybe a little bit more than 5% of the purchase price. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely the way I want to go. But then I was like, wait a minute. I need to be thinking about hourly fees and daily fees. So what I did next was go ahead and just sleep through a few nights to see what that cost was going to be. Let me show you guys what I found. Here's the finances page, and as you can see, the very top line is vehicle leasing cost. You no longer get hit with a daily leasing fee. That is awesome. Farming Simulator 22 completely got rid of the daily leasing fees. I guess because they know that you're going to have it potentially for an entire year. So it definitely sways the advantage over to leasing instead of buying. Now, one thing that I'm still a little bit uncertain of is, are we going to get an hourly rate also? I did drive the harvester around 2 separate days for about 5 minutes each day. I don't know if that was enough to trigger it over. As long as you don't have that daily fee, I mean, that is awesome. So it cost me almost $31,000 to have this set up right here, and I'm not getting hit with it every day, as opposed to $500,000. So this right here is an absolutely phenomenal way to start off a farm. I mean, it is absolutely insane how cheaply you can start a farm. And I mean, you could probably spend, maybe $150,000 if you wanted to get a lot more equipment or some better equipment, some larger stuff. I mean, it is very advantageous for a new player to go this way. I think the lease wins the battle. All right, everybody, Driver53 here from the future, and yeah, I need to make an amendment to the hourly rate. I don't know exactly what it is right now, but I did some testing while I was editing the video here, and I realized that we are going to have an hourly rate. And let me show you what I mean here. Here's the finance screen again. As you can see, in January, I leased one tractor and a cultivator and then put it to work. I slept through the night into February, got another one because I wasn't satisfied with that number at the 15,067. So I got another one, exact same thing, another tractor and a cultivator. Leased them. I'm doing a contract right now, so I put them to work and then slept through the night. Still didn't like that number, so then I put them to work a lot longer in March, and now you see the 4,940. So that's what they have been able to do so far in the 3 days that I was doing this. So yeah, we are definitely going to take a lot deeper look into this a little bit later, but I still feel like it is a good idea maybe to go ahead and equipment that you don't use all the time, you can go ahead and lease it. especially if you need it, like rock pickers or fertilizers or maybe a harvester that you only use for one crop type. I think that would be a really good strategy, at least for right now until we understand this a little bit more. But I think your harvester and thing like that, you might want to go ahead and purchase that, because I don't know if this is worth about $7,000 worth of leasing costs, because the contract here itself was honestly only about $4,500. But that's going to be it for today, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, go and give me a thumbs up if you would. If you want to keep up to date on all my future videos for Farming Simulator 22, consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you do, hit the notification bell too. Have a great day, night, evening, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver 53, signing off.